Hi guys, good day and welcome to my blog. So this is for Pinoy financial planning, and what I'm gonna discuss to you, no, is I received an email, no, from one of my readers, and ang sabi niya is, ano ba yung tinuturo mo? Puro investment, long-term investing, stock market, mutual funds, how to invest in uh, this businesses and real estate, and sabi niya, these are long-term solutions eh. And sabi niya ganun, wala ba tayong short-term? Kasi yung family ko, baon sa utang, 'di ba? Hindi niya alam kung paano pagkakasyahin yung budget niya. So, paano niyo po maiisip mag-invest kung yun palang yung daily needs niya hindi niya na mapunan, no? So, ano tong financial, ito yung tinatawag natin na financial slavery. And sabi ko sa kanya, try to check, no? Try to check your current situation. Actually, there are two things, no, for this situation. First is you earn less than what you spend. So, ano yun? So, ang karamihan sa atin, let's say, for example, kumikita ng 10,000 a month, no? Tapos, pag nagugulat sila, bakit darating pala yung next na sweldo, no, na pay date, is wala na silang pera. So, what I suggest is you check, no, kung ano yung mga expenses mo for the month. Ilista mo. Lista mo, tapos i-compare mo sa net, no, sa net salary mo, no, less taxes, less deductions, kung magkano talaga yung natatanggap mo, then i-minus mo kung ano yung mga nasulat mo na expenses. And tignan mo, mas malaki ba yung kinikita mo kaysa dun sa mga gastos mo, or other way around? Mas malaki ba yung ginagastos mo sa kinikita mo? Pag ganun, syempre, para mapunan mo yung mga gastos mo, uutang ka. 'Di ba? So, yun yung problema ng financial slavery. You spend more than what you earn, no? So, that's basically the one problem. And the second one is you owe more than what you own. So, ito yung mga bagay na yes, meron kang bahay, meron kang kotse, pero mas malaki yung utang mo. What I suggest is tignan mo muna ano ba yung mga assets mo. And is it funded by your own money, or is it funded by your by loans or mortgages? Tingnan mo kung ano ba yung paano mo siya nabili, no? Dito papasok yung ano yung tinatawag na SALN or balance sheet, no? So tignan mo, let's say may bahay ka nga pero 90% naman nun is through mortgage, no? So that's fine, no? So but make sure na when you, 'di ba? Once you build your income, mababawasan mo yung owe mo dun sa mga properties mo. So what can you do? Actually, for these two problems, no, this to free you from financial slavery. Actually, there are two solutions for this. Now, first, yung problem natin, you earn less when you spend, is to cut your expenses. Pag nalista mo, nakita mo, wow, mas malaki pala yung expenses ko, no? So, yan ko na lang, bawasan ko yung expenses ko. So, maybe 30% to 50% bawasan mo to para magkaroon ka ng excess, no? So, let's say 10,000 dati expenses mo 12,000, so meron kang 2,000 na inuutang para to cover your expenses. So, ngayon gawin mo, say 50%. So, from 12,000 expenses, bawasan mo. Tiis-tiis muna. Ganun talaga eh. 'Di ba? So, 6,000, magiging 6,000 na expenses mo, 50%. So, meron ka ng 4,000 na excess. So, itong 4,000 na to, it's either, kung meron ka pa natitirang utang, bayaran mo, lalo na yung sa mga loan sharks, no? So, yung matataas interest, bayaran mo siya para hindi ka mabaon. Or, invest mo sa pang-create ng emergency fund, no? Para hindi ka naman mangungutang in case of emergencies in the future. And, yun yung pinaka-importante na alam mo na kailangan pala na bawasan mo na expenses mo kasi hindi talaga ma-cover ng income mo, no? Or pwede naman nataasan mo yung income mo. 'Di ba? It's either you cut your expenses back, parang double whammy kung maganda maganda nga yun eh. Cut your expenses and increase your income para mas mag-create ka talaga nung separation na yon. And kaya yun, 'di ba? Maraming paraan para i-reduce expenses instead of you going out, no? Sa labas kayo kumakain, di sa bahay na lang magluto, or bawasan yung gimmick, or bawasan yung pamasyal-masyal, di ba? Uh, so, isipin mo, so one of the best gift that that you can give to your family is being debt-free. So, isipin mo yun, no? So, it's either pag medyo malaki yung binabayaran mo ngayon sa bahay mo, edi try to malitan mo yung inupahan mo or marami actually pa rin eh. But depende. Depende sa yan. And the second problem sinabi natin kanina is you owe more than you own. So, ano yun? So, ibig sabihin, bibili ka ng mga bagay-bagay, pero they're all loans or they're all mortgages. So, what can you do? So, first, if you're talagang in a deep hole sa debt, no, it's to get rid of your credit card. So, tanggalin mo yung credit card. Kung maganda, punitin mo or rather, i-cut mo siya, scissors mo, and yun. That will start and try to use your debit card na lang or in cash. So there's a study na done in US that when you use cash instead of credit card, it mas magiging matipid ka kasi nakikita mo talaga na lumalabas yung cash sa wallet mo eh, no? So there is a psychological effect, no, for that instance. And actually after that, ma-realize mo na bumababa na yung mga assets mo talagang sa'yo na, hindi na siya funded by debt, and madali lang yun. Cut your expenses, it follows it. When you cut your expenses, less expenditures means na hindi ka nagagastos masyado. And actually being financially independent, no, it's not having a big house or having a great car. It's just having na yung, alam mo yun, yung sapat yung kinikita mo sa mga expenses ng lifestyle mo. It's okay to own that big house, 'di ba? But it should be within your earning capacity. So, kung ayaw mo ng maliit na bahay, edi you earn more, no? No? Hindi yun right or hindi yun justification for you to loan, no? Kung gusto mo lang ng malaking bahay, no? So, becoming a multimillionaire, takes years. Being financially independent, but breaking the chains, no, of financial slavery is very easy for you. So kayang-kaya mo 'yan, no. That's, I think, the first step, no. That's the short-term solution for this. So syempre bago ka mag-invest pa, you need, before you go out, no, in the invest, no, bago mo palugayin yung pera mo, is you need to settle first, no, what's inside, kung ano yung problema like debt and financial slavery, no. And by knowing this, na alam mo na mas malaki expenses mo, na kailangan mo i-settle yung mga ganyan, na kailangan mo mag-capital expenses. By knowing these things is 50%, no, ahead ka na you have solved the problem. And then what I challenge you now na kung nasa sitwasyon ka ngayon na ganon, I challenge you na to do it. I mean, just do it. Do something about it. Think about your family. Think about your financial future. And if you have any questions about this, just comment, no? Comment ka sa akin or email me through my blog, pinoyfinancialplanning.com, or just comment here and please share, no? Paki-share tong video na to para ma-educate natin yung iba nating mga kamag-anak and friends, no? Again, thank you for listening and thank you for giving us your minute.